I don't think I've ever seen this before. Jeff, have you ever seen
I have not. I
shot
have
block
not.
with a shoe?
No.
And the ruling apparently.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but then I seen the right shoe and the left shoe, so I figured I'd put them both on and wear the shit out. What I'm talking about is, I wasn't really going to talk about Brandon Clarke. Nigga played for some team, I don't know. I don't really follow the NBA anymore, because these niggas can't shoot. Or these niggas can't play basketball. And I'm tired of the argument that, basketballs is more athletic now. And these niggas are weirdos. They're weirdos that chase celebrity porn stars and bitches with fake asses, and they're dope heads. And now, if they ain't like Zion Williamson chasing that monstrosity Mariah Mills with her big, a ginormous BBW, or Stephon Diggs trying to getting taken to court for bullshit, they overdosing and dying from drugs, right? Dope heads. Now, don't get it twisted. It's not like the 90s didn't have dope heads niggas like Lawrence Taylor, and I don't know, that's the only nigga that comes to mind. Fuck Cokie. That nigga said he smoked crack and scored like 5 touchdowns. So it's not a necessarily new phenomenon that athletes were drug heads. We had Len Bias that got drafted to the Boston Celtics, and that nigga ended up ODing on cocaine in 1984. We've always had dope heads. Dennis Rodman was a dope head. Who else was on them drugs? Allen Iverson allegedly was a dope head that did cocaine and drank. Latrell Sprewell was a cokehead. I like to think he was. Either that, he was just choking people and beating motherfuckers up on a clear head, and that's even more worse. But yeah, a lot of niggas in the league, NFL, NBA, just dope heads, right? They did what they did. Mike Tyson even was a coke head, right? So sports is not nothing new, or sports players are not new to being drug addicts, right? The only difference is with our celebrities, they knew how to like maintain they high, right? They knew how to keep the shit nicely secretive, right? Discretion, key word. This is something that my generation is keen on. Even Michael Vick was a fucking ecstasy pill popper, right? Pac-Man Jones probably was a weed head / coke head. Either that, or once again, he just beat niggas up on a clear head, which is another issue for another episode at another time, right? But I like to think it was some drugs, right? Because if you got that much money, there is not really too much that a nigga can say to make you lash out violently, right? Especially if you were 40, 50, 60, 100 million dollars. These young niggas, they just dope heads and they dropping like flies. Now, I got two people right here. Like I said, Brandon Clarke. They put an article, TMZ put an article that said Brandon Clarke's body to be released, the family cause of death deferred. I've read more articles. It was overdose of cocaine laced with fentanyl. And why anybody would do drugs, especially cocaine, in 2026 when motherfuckers are dropping dead off of cocaine that's laced with fentanyl is beyond me. I had a friend that used to do coke, and I think it was like 2019, 2020, some shit like that. And we was just chopping it up. And I asked him, like, yo, you do coke? And nigga said, hell nah. And that's since motherfuckers been dropping dead from fentanyl. But then you had subsequently DMX die in 2021 off a fentanyl overdose. And 4 celebrities up in Hollywood Hills that they found all dead in the house off a fentanyl overdose. Probably having a good jolly time sniffing coke, right? But hey, some people just always think that it's not gonna be them. Oh yeah, it was Mac Miller. Mac Miller died from cocaine that was laced with fentanyl, and I think he had some Percocets with him. I don't know. It could have been some perks, some Oxycontins. Niggas is doing drugs, and shit laced with fentanyl, or the shit too strong, or it's not the right shit, or I think they said Mac Miller had some generic pills that was he thought was Oxycontin, but it was actually pills laced with fentanyl. I don't even know how that's possible, but hey, God bless the dead. But yeah, Brandon Clarke, dumbass. Like, niggas ain't, that's another thing. Can't even be like celebrity basketball players. At least accomplish like heights in the NBA or in any sport. That if you died from an overdose, like you was the man. This nigga was fucking basketball player number 27, right? Just a generic no-name nigga that died, right? And the only reason people give a fuck about that he died from an overdose is because he a celebrity. And he wasn't even a high-ranking celebrity, because I ain't never heard of this nigga. Now, even though I don't follow the NBA, I still know a plethora of new names, right? He ain't no Wemby. He ain't no, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. He ain't no Giannis. He ain't none of these new niggas. He ain't Ja Morant. This nigga was a nobody. And he might have put up some points on the board. I don't know. Nor do I give a fuck. But he ain't put that many up that I didn't know who he was. And then you got this jackass over here, former NFL player. So he was washed. He wasn't even in the league. He was just trying to live out the rest of his life with his millions. And still found time to be a dopehead. Says former NFL player Josh Mauro. I think that's how you say it. But Josh Mauro's cause of death has been revealed. Well, I clicked the link on TMZ, and he too died from a fucking drug overdose. Cocaine laced with fentanyl. So I'm assuming that these niggas are celebrating, having a merry old good time, celebrating having money and beaches and nice expensive shit, and still can't fucking escape being a dope head. And anybody that follows my podcast knows, if you watched any videos, listen to the audios on Spotify, I don't like drug addicts. My dad was a crackhead from 1986 to about 1998, and fuck him. Yeah, when drugs make you neglect your family or not show up as often, and you chasing that glass dick, I don't fuck with you. Now it's not the glass dick or the white horse. These niggas is chasing the white girl, and the shit got them dropping dead, right? And with drugs are one of those things, like, you get what you get. I got no sympathy. Not only do I not like drug addicts for the fact that my dad was one, people that have to do drugs, hard drugs, to escape life or to have fun, I don't really find them people admirable, right? Not only that, drugs, unlike alcohol, which alcohol is a substance but not necessarily a drug, hard drugs, they make you look nasty. You stop giving a fuck about your hygiene. You start spending money unnecessarily. You go broke, like Delonte West. Like, nothing good come from being a dope head. I had friends that did cocaine and X, and I knew this nigga named what the fuck was that nigga name? Damn, who gives a fuck? He was a dope head. But I knew this nigga when I was like growing up in Atlanta. Like, this was like early 2000, 2003, some shit like that. And damn, and it's on the tip of my tongue too. Nate. I knew this nigga named Nate. He was a cokehead. Then he started smoking crack, and his life went to shit. He lost his job, and I think the last time I saw that nigga, I gave him a ride to the crib, and nigga was like, yo, G, I need a ride to the crib, and blah, blah, blah. And he started telling me all his problems, and I don't give a fuck, right? I'm not trying to be like mean, but I don't do drugs. The most I did was smoke weed. Now, if you smoke weed, somebody lace it and you get fucked up and you got to rebound, that's one thing. But if you are a fucking celebratory drug head that do cocaine, yeah, we ain't got shit in common. Now, if you an ex-crackhead and you get your shit cleaned up and, you know what I'm saying, you old school nigga, we can chop game, politic, talk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing against you. But if you a young nigga that got his life fully ahead of you, and the first thing that registers in your mind is, let me go get some dope, yeah, I ain't fucking with you. Especially if you like this Josh Mauro dude. He looked like he had kids. He white. He looked Christian. He probably has some kids. Right there, you're irresponsible. You're a fuck up. This other dude, Brandon Clarke, I don't know if he got kids. Chances are he probably do. At least got one. By some hood rat bitch that's probably washing them for child support, $15,000 a month. You stupid. If your kid loses you because you a dope head, yeah, Yeah, I don't got no sympathy. If you're looking for sympathy here, you come to the wrong place. So, I mean, the only thing I got on this is to say they in a better place, I guess, allegedly. I'm only reporting on it because when I saw him, I was like, God damn, another black person to overdose on the dope. But then I seen the white boys, so I figured, hey, look it, we're gonna talk about the black dope head, we're gonna talk about the white dope head. They both athletes, both jackasses, because they made millions of dollars, yet they lost their own soul. What's the old verbiage go? What does a man gain to gain the world? What does a man I might be fucking it up. What does a man gain what does a man stand to gain the whole world yet lose his own soul? Well, we'll have to ask these jackasses in the afterlife, because ain't no way in the fuck I'm making millions of dollars and becoming a dope head. There's a lot of things I'd do if I was an NFL or an NBA player. Doing dope ain't one of them. I don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, I'd be healthy. I'd probably work out more and probably drink less. No, I'm lying. I'll probably still drink. You got to get the celebration shots. But I ain't doing putting no motherfucking nose candy up my nose. Not only that, like, it's almost like crack. When motherfuckers found out crack fuck your life up and you still went out there and smoked some crack, you dumb. These niggas know that cocaine got fentanyl in it. There's a possibility. Knowing that there's a chance that a fucking pencil tip of fentanyl could take you out the world, and you still go out there and do it. Yeah, you was trying to leave, bro. We got to just let people get the fuck out of here. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm is out. No.